Um, okay, yeah. So today we're going over LingLing versus Minmin. I really wanted to get the set that LingLing had versus DeBuzz at Smash World Tour, but this was the best set I could find. This is yeah, LingLing versus Minmin. This is losers semis of the 2GG ladder tournament or something. So LingLing actually wins this 2-0, which is pretty cool, and it goes over a lot of the a lot of things in the matchup where I think it would be like very, very good to keep in mind. LingLing plays the matchup pretty well. So there's some good things, some bad things. I'll point them out. And yeah, anyone watching can absolutely ask questions as we go through it. But let's see. All right, so let's just get right into this. Again, I'm going to turn this into a series. If I don't have a match of the week that I played that I feel like really like gets across a certain concept or whatever, then I want to at least do one video which I think really helps. So yeah, let's get into this. This is LingLing versus Minmin. So hopefully let me know also if the levels are good. Yeah. So starting off here, oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Cool. I don't know what's up. But yeah, starting off here, he actually gets punished for plucking a turnip. Since we're on this stage, oh, this better not keep buffering. Anyway, since we're on this stage, plucking a turnip right off the bat is actually not bad at all because they're like really far. But he actually he dashes into the charge fire blast arm. So just be mindful at all times when you're plucking turnips that Minmin might just hit you. But ideally, the situation you want is to be in center stage with a turnip. That is very important because right now he has a turnip, but he's not center stage. So Minmin doesn't really have to commit to anything. Basically, why you want a turnip is Minmin can whenever Minmin forward smashes you, and you shield it, you 100% of the time get a punish, unless it's like the blast from the dragon arm thingy or like maybe max range, but theoretically it should be like a turnip train punish every time, if we're if we're speaking in an offline environment. Online maybe not get turnip trains every time, but we'll see about that. So he gets hit. Okay, that is my buffering. My god, what is going on? Okay, so we're back. I'm gonna try not to skip through it, but yeah, he has a turnip and he's trying to get down to center stage, but Minmin actually not really committing to stuff. He's just trying to find his way to center. Ideally, what you want is to go high, actually, and then go down. So he makes some commitments, Minmin catching him. And that is actually the first real punish that we get from LingLing, actually. So shields the first forward smash, jumps over the second one, and is able to get a punish. So that is very important for the matchup. You can do this. Now, Minmin was a little bit close on that one, so if they do a max range forward smash, maybe you aren't able to do this, especially if they have the Ram, which is the spinny disc thing. But here is close enough. It goes for down air, but can get a fast fall nair. I guess LingLing wasn't like super confident in the execution there, and could have got a big combo, but 36%, not bad, and is able to take center stage. Also, so what he did there to get hit, I'm like scared of skipping through the video. What he did there to get hit was go for a ground flow back air. Don't go for ground flow aerials in this matchup because like ground float aerials, what they do, they're good at catching other characters' ground movement, and Minmin isn't going to dash into you. Like, she has an arm, that reaches this many. So yeah, ground float aerials, no bueno. Don't do that. So what he should have done actually is while he has center stage, why you want center stages in this matchup is because Minmin is going to throw her punchy arm and has to do that from a distance. If you're in center, then they're going to have to dash back to do that. When they do that, you also dash back to get your range and pluck the turnip. Then you have center stage with a turnip, which is what you want. So he actually doesn't get hit too bad there and is able to pluck a turnip anyway, but that's only because it was the Ram. So accomplishes the same thing, but ground float aerials, he could have got punished way harder for that. Kind of throws it away a little bit too quick. Kind of chooses to dash at Minmin instead of like holding center. But what he's doing now actually is very good. He's going high so that he can take center stage because he's not going directly at Minmin at this point. He's going high and then trying to maintain center stage because it's very difficult for Minmin to hit like diagonal angles, so like it has to be straightforward basically like this. So if you go high over here, then like what's Minmin gonna do? If she wants to aim her arm, she has to like dash back, and there's a whole lot of ground for her to cover, especially if you can like fast fall down to the ground. So that's how LingLing is approaching. He's not going directly at Minmin. He's going high, taking center, and then using the position from there to start his offense. Okay. So there, yeah. So now that time he had Minmin in the air. He had center stage, not from hitting her. He just took it from going high because that's hard for Minmin to cover. And then when he covers a ledge, this is very good actually. So he goes for ground float dare, and basically why you want to do that is because Minmin wants to jump and throw an arm. That's like what she does. That's her standard option off the ledge basically, because she wants to get her punching out, her punches out. So the best thing you can do to stop that is down air. Her roll from the ledge is not very good, so you can kind of, especially since he has a turnip, he can just sort of like jump back on stage after he's made sure that she's not going to jump. And it also soft covers the regular get up and get up attack. So really the best option to get away from this from Minmin is to roll, and that's easily covered if you have the turnip as well. So he actually gets like a very good combo off of this. And then goes for the down smash on the landing. So there he went for the coverage. So so this is a very good landing, like a way to cover ledge options. So that time he stayed at the ledge because he wanted to like see what this Minmin is going to do. Before he went for like down airs to cover it. So if he goes for the same thing again, he wants to know like what's the mix up. That time Minmin jumped. So he was ready to cover the roll just in case, because he was like, okay, what if that's the adaptation? But still, I made a video about this. If you're covering ledge options, it's a lot better to make sure you're covering the roll, and if they jump, you just cover the landing after they jump rather than going for a hit. So that's exactly what LingLing does, and gets the nair after it, and Minmin's off stage again. Finds the jump get up. So the Minmin went for a nair there, and if you go for like a fair in advance, then you'll get snuffed by that nair, which is why he did it. So he actually jumps along with Minmin and then sees the nair and then punishes. Basically, it's fine if Minmin wants to go for any kind of aerial because her hitboxes aren't that good. Like again, they don't hit angles, so he just sort of jumps up with Minmin and then covers it afterwards. And then has the turnip again. So platforms really help in this matchup again because it helps. Platforms help like Peach get away from the arms. Again, it's hard to cover angles, so you want to use platforms where you can. Or a wide open space, so this is kind of like this is a neutral stage, I would say, because the wide open space, it helps Peach like run and get around the aerials. But the platforms aren't like in the center of the stage. But anyway, his landings haven't been too good here. He hasn't been mixing up his float heights very well, and he's like committing to center stage. There he could have got a down tilt combo, but he kind of goes for a double back air instead. I think that's just sort of a LingLing thing. He likes going for double back air just because he can, and it's hard. The Trump was really slow there. He might have just missed up the input. He could have fast fall down or like jump cancel fast fall from there. So the Trump was really slow. It gets him punished. So he's going in a little bit too hard when he should be establishing center again. But again, he has center stage. He had center stage with the turnip, and then he used that to chase Minmin down. The float dare, not a good answer, because again, it's the float dare, it cancels, like you're doing that because you want to call out their ground movement, or you land on top of them with the dare. But if you're at that angle and you're floating, it's very easy for Minmin to just sort of like use this horizontal punch. So yeah, so don't go for float dares either. Yeah, a bad landing. So now he's like, again, even though he's landing like not so great, like he's not mixing up his float heights or anything. He's still going high and taking center stage, and even if he's getting hit here, that's kind of not too bad. I think like there are ways for Minmin to like take advantages a little bit better, but regardless, he's still taking center stage, and even if he hasn't hit Minmin, she has to back up to cover it. So if he lands at all, then he can start his offense again. So he's at least taking center stage, even if he like didn't land very well here. So it saw the same ledge coverage again. We got the down air and then is able to cover the jump or the roll with the turnip afterwards. So very good stuff from him. And then there's the down smash again. So Minmin jumping from ledge. And that's another thing in this matchup. You want to go off stage when you can. Don't just stay on stage with a turnip. Go after her. Another good... so what he did there, he drifted down and he did a double jump nair to cover that angle. But another thing you can do is just float by the ledge and go for down air since it's really active. And then a lot of the time she'll just like... yeah, her tether isn't actually that good, so a lot of times she'll just get hit and die. So again, he's going high and takes center stage with his movement. So, and then it's just kind of really hard for Minmin to get a solid hit. He doesn't have a turnip here, and he's going for ground float bears, but at the very least, he has center. Okay, doesn't get the nair combo. And now he's chasing after her. What I recommend, again, at this range, instead of chasing after, you want to dash back because center stage lets you move back a little bit better and pluck a turnip. So LingLing is opting to chase down while he has the lead, but the neutral is you want to kind of like space around her like her longest range option to get a turnip, and you're able to do that once you have center. But he's at least approaching from angles. If you don't have a turnip, then you want to be approaching from these angles. So yeah, see, that's what you want. He was center stage, waited for the arm, and was able to get a turnip afterwards. No follow-up. It was kind of like long range, but he's still getting offense off of this. Okay. Yeah, so he's chasing Minmin into the corner a little bit. Again, you don't really want to do that, but like if you're gonna do that, yeah, he is coming from these angles, and he has the lead, so he has a little bit more leeway. Yeah, but the corner pressure from LingLing has been very good. He's been covering the jumps, which is the what Minmin wants the most, the jumps from ledge, and is really snuffing her out in the corner once he gets there. So yeah, that is very, very good. So as far as counter picks go, I would say like you actually want like PS2 or PS2 or Small Battlefield. The platform heights on those stages, it lets you approach from the platforms and pluck turnips better. So Minmin actually goes for Kalos here, and Minmin, again, you want the open space, but LingLing, again, he uses the platforms as best he can, even though they're like kind of off to the sides. So yeah, a couple things that you don't want to do in this matchup are to hold your shield too much. Again, the only thing you the only thing you really have out of shield is if you get forward smashed on shield, you can shield the first one and then jump over it. Otherwise, your shield is going to get really low very fast, and you won't be able to have you don't have good out of shield options to hit them for shielding. So you want to use your movement there. LingLing goes to the platform to avoid the arms completely so he can get a turnip, and now he's trying to take center stage with the turnip, and then he gets a little bit of damage going. Uses the angles from above with the arms. Yeah, and now, yeah, so turnip, I want to see him using his movement to get to center stage from the turnip. He's kind of throwing it a little bit too early, but that's fine. So even though he loses some of these interactions here, he's not getting hit too hard. And he's coming at angles where it's difficult for Minmin to hit him. So there he went like high above the fair, I guess, fair or jumping F tilt. So he went high and then came at from above around the arms. So you want to go around Minmin. So good chase down on that nair. Again, the like down smash or down air by the ledge are very good because Minmin usually wants to jump. And I believe in using options until they show they're going to adapt to it. So Minmin hasn't been adapting to it, so just keep going for it, I guess. Catches the jump with the forward air. Turnip, very good ledge coverage and chasing off stage. That's very good. And then takes center immediately with that side B. So then he gets to play neutral again. And like at the very beginning of game one, he was caught in the corner, and then like Minmin was just using forward smash, forward tilt, and whatever. But here he took center immediately, saying like, I'm not gonna get caught in the corner again. And then gets the pressure, back air again, goes from that angle, catching Minmin. Just I think that was a forward smash, could have been an F tilt. So now Minmin's a little bit more aggressive in calling out jumps. What you don't want to do is jump. So look at the angle that he goes for. So he jumps and then he side B's in. What I like to do, what you can also do is like jump and then double jump up here. You don't want to you don't want to like jump at this angle directly into this area, because then you're going to be jumping into nairs, okay? So this is kind of what you want, where you want to jump and then find a way to go in, because that's how you're going to be getting those angles in. Otherwise, you're going to be running into nairs. So that's a good side B. Gets a down smash afterwards because he has the auto cancel window. So notice, yeah, he even jumps back to get the turnip. He never jumps like directly at Minmin, and that's really what like lets him get the proper angles that he wants. See, there he actually did jump into Minmin and he got hit. He should have jumped up and then found his way to center if he wanted to take back a little bit of space. So down smash a little bit too slow there. That's okay. But yeah, so now he's chilling out over here. This is like a very hard area for Minmin to cover. And as soon as Minmin jumps and goes for like some kind of arm, he can jump over and then take that space. So and that's what he does. He takes that space and then sees that Minmin's covering center, so he goes over here. Good down tilt up smash though. Okay. Let's for a read off the ledge. Again, he's trying to get back to center stage. Ground full aerial's not good in this matchup, so he gets hit again. So good angles there. And the ledge coverage should be dead here. Yeah, and then goes off stage to throw the turnip. He's very proactive about edge guarding here. Okay, doesn't go for the drag down up air combo into down tilt, but you know, you're getting guaranteed damage if he doesn't trust his execution. Again, he finds center stage immediately. Before he was kind of like screwing around by the sides and wasn't being very proactive about taking center, and he was taking hits. But now he's like, he took center immediately and he established control again. The down tilt from Minmin is actually kind of one of the options that she has against Peach's grounded turnip options, and is good at catching landings also. Because the down tilt will go, it'll either go under the turnip or it'll catch the turnip if you're like kind of close. So you do have to be careful of that if you're Peach. Yeah, because here's where it gets like, if you're in the corners against Minmin and you're trying to get back, then that's what's really bad. You know, so he's trying not to like get, yeah, if you're Peach, like disadvantage is very bad against Minmin. So, but what LingLing's doing, he's using the platforms and he's trying not to like stay in one place for too long. Catches the jump at the turnip, doesn't get the fair afterwards, unfortunately. But yeah, LingLing is just trying to seal it out now. He's like sees Minmin at 130 and is like actually kind of just trying to get the hit. Not a good angle to approach there. Actually, let's see it again. Yeah, so he jumps up and then kind of dashes into the Minmin arm. You should mix your float height, your floats up a little bit better if you're trying to do that. So there, he didn't even float at all. Side B to center. Doesn't have the quick out of shield option though. So yeah, it's not looking as good because like LingLing, like he's shielding more. He's clearly chasing, so he goes for a read there. So he's just trying to like seal it out. Again, he approaches with a fair. A side B from center. You have to like what I haven't okay, and then finds the back air after the down tilt. So it's okay if you're looking for a read there, but how you want it, like the one thing I will say in this matchup is what he wasn't doing is like playing the ground game with Minmin at all. So yeah, so he finds the back air, blah blah blah. So I want to see him using the ground game a little bit more. Of just like when he has center, dash back and pluck a turnip because you know that Minmin isn't going to chase after you. And if they do chase after you, that's when you go for your like high angled back airs and stuff, rather than always going in for the aerials, because he was really chasing him down instead of like baiting those out. So that's the one thing I'd say like LingLing can improve on there. And since the buffering's not going well, then just screw it. But yeah, so yeah, just a little overview. So neutral, your goal should be to hold center stage with a turnip. That lets you punish things out of shield. That lets you approach from angles. And you want to jump to get back to center. You want to jump high and then use your float to get down, so that like it forces Minmin to go into the corners. And you want to jump up first, instead of jumping directly into like nairs and stuff. So that's the one option that Minmin has, and LingLing was doing a very good job of avoiding that. Stay away from the corners. Jump if you have to. The one punish you have out of shield if you don't have a turnip is to jump over the forward smash, the first one, and then punish, and then go off stage as much as you can. So yeah, that's again, I would have wanted to get this the Buzz versus LingLing set that they had at Smash World Tour, but I don't think anyone streamed it, so rip. But yeah, that's gonna be the video for right now. Again, I'm gonna do more of these, just like going over a matchup that Peach might struggle in. If you have any suggestions, I would love to hear it in the comments. If this helped you, let me know. If there's something else like you would have wanted me to cover a little bit more, absolutely ask. And yeah, I'm always looking for feedback. But cool, that's gonna be it. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.